Hi Virgo, this is your June mid-month tarot reading. We'll have three separate spreads in this mid-month reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love coming towards you. In the second spread, we'll be looking at an existing love in a relationship or marriage. And then spread number 3, we'll see an ex, if there is one, who wants to get back together with you. And please share, like, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week. We have the Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Three of Cups. We have the King of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Ace of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Cups and the Star. And we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Aquarius on the table. The person you're dealing with is this King of Wands, rather. We do have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I believe that's you. And the King of Wands is the person you're dealing with, the third card from the left. So it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or somebody with a lot of fire in their chart. If they're not a fire sign, perhaps this is a colleague at work. This is somebody who's got initiative, somebody who is easy to get up and go, that type of a personality. And for most of you, you already know this person. It could be a brand new person for some of you, but for most of you, this is somebody you already know. And this person is somehow connected, somehow related to the way you make your money. Because the first card that actually came out is the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card of work, business, and finances, or diligently working on something. So for most of you, this person has something to do with the way you make your money. For others of you, it could be somebody who is in your gym. Perhaps both of you work on yourselves at the gym. Right? And there's going to be some kind of an event coming up at work or business place. All right? The Three of Cups clarifying the Eight of Pentacles is that event. All right? So, or it's some kind of a celebration. Say you guys are finishing a project and you're all going to go out and celebrate the successful end of a project, or you're going to close a business deal, or you're going to some kind of a conference, and after a few days of listening to the speakers, you're going to go and celebrate. Something along those lines. It is some kind of an event that's taking place, and it has to do with the way you make your money or your gym. One of the two, I think. Yeah, the King of Wands is the person you're dealing with, and during that celebration, during that event, they will say a few things, right? And by a few things, I mean very loving things, right? We have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Ace of Cups right there in the middle. One ace clarifying another. This barely ever happens. The Ace of Swords could be a confession, but at the same time, the Ace of Swords is a card of clarity, so perhaps the two of you will finally get on the same page as to how you feel towards one another. And yeah, with the Ace of Swords, nobody is fooling or playing around. It's going to be crystal clear for the two of you as to what's going on, right? And the Ace of Cups clarifying it, yep, genuine, authentic love. So for some of you, it could be a love confession. For others of you, it could be, when the two of you finally have a spark. Perhaps you work with this person, but they're in a different department. You barely ever see them, but at this particular event, you'll spend some time talking to each other, and bam, here it comes. All right, so yeah, you're the Queen of Pentacles, they are the King of Wands. And before I forget, I always mention that I always like to see a King and a Queen in the same reading. That means you vibe on a very similar level, the King and the Queen level. This is a very high vibrational level, if you ask me. And in the potential outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Cups and the Star. Yep, the future looks pretty good. Two major arcana cards and the Ten of Cups in the middle. And the Wheel of Fortune could be a Sagittarius you're dealing with, but the Wheel of Fortune is taking it to the next level at some point. All right, with the Wheel of Fortune is a start of a cycle, but since it's in the potential outcome, it's the next level up cycle. The Ten of Cups is the family card. It's the happily ever after card. And the Star right next to the deck would be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but the Star is also a card of a wish come true, something people usually wish for and hope for a very long time. So for some of you, perhaps they've had their eye on you for a while, and could have been the other way around, or perhaps eventually it will turn out that, yes, this is a wish come true. You can leave me a comment, let me know how this plays out for you. Like I said, for some of you, you already have an eye on this person. For others of you, you may be working in the same industry or for the same company in the same building. You barely see each other, but at that event, you guys start talking. You will get to know each other, and bam, here comes the spark. And the rest is history. 2 aces. It's not exactly a Virgo rating per se, because Virgos like to take things slow, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? But you know, with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups clarifying it, there is no hesitation. It'll happen quick. It'll happen quick, Virgo. All right, really happy for you. Congratulations. Virgo, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Nine of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Moon, and the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Something is bothering you or your person. It's like one of you, I think one of you, is suffering in silence. Okay, I don't know why, but they are, or you are. Right, we do have you here. The Hermit on the bottom of the deck is your major arcana card. Right, and there's just one person in the Nine of Swords. There's also just one person in the Five of Cups. And the Nine of Swords is a card of somebody who is depressed, stressed out, somebody who is suffering, somebody who can't sleep at night. The Five of Cups actually has something to do with the past. Perhaps you're thinking, you know, that your relationship or marriage is no longer the way it used to be, right? And the Moon right next to the deck could be a Pisces you're dealing with, but the Moon, you know, it's one of the most emotional cards in the deck, and it's also a card of a secret. So in this case, it's someone not letting the other, it's one of you not letting the other one know that something is bothering them a lot, more than just bothering. Okay, so my advice to you, Virgo, if this is you who is not feeling very well when it comes to the health of this relationship or marriage, speak up. You know, have a conversation. Or if you notice that your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband or wife is kind of silent, or you know, they look kind of sad, ask them what's going on. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Virgo, in the second half of June. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Hangman, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. We have the Six of Wands. We have Death, clarified by the Ace of Cups. And we also have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Scorpio, perhaps Pisces. Somebody is coming back after a long absence. I think you haven't seen this person in a while, and they've changed. You'll be surprised as to the huge changes this person went through. Okay, and I think they even had to sacrifice a few things. Okay, you can have a conversation with them if you want and ask them what exactly they just went through, but it feels big, right? We have 3 major arcana cards on the table: the Hangman, Death, and the Fool. Right, the Hangman is a card of stagnation, I think, happening, but at the same time, it's a card of a sacrifice. All right, and it's also a card of like an epiphany. All right, you see there is an orb around the person's head, the person heading upside down. That orb could be an epiphany or an enlightenment. All right, the Six of Wands, the next card over, is a card of victory or conquering something or overcoming something. So I think they decided to, at some point in the past, I think they decided that they need to change a few things in their life. And I think they've succeeded at that. All right, so here comes Death. Death could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, right? It's a major arcana card for Scorpio, but Death is a card of a transformation, a major transformation. In some tarot decks, Death is actually called Death and Rebirth. All right, the Fool on the bottom of the deck is also a card of liberation. It's a card of, taking a leap of faith. It's a card of just going for something. Right, and it kind of feels like perhaps this person was all kind of wrong, and now they've gone through this transformation and they liberated themselves from whatever bad stuff they had going for them. Right, it does feel major, right? It does. Out of 6 cards, we have 3 major arcana cards, and here they come with that Ace of Cups, clarifying Death. The Ace of Cups is pure, genuine love, Virgo. It really is. So it's going to be up to you how you want to handle this, but if I were you, I would at least listen to what they have to say, and then make a decision based on that. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Virgo, for this reading for this time period. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Virgo, have an amazing the rest of June.